All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in this particular segment, we're going to talk about setting up an email broadcast. Now, I want to remind you the difference between an actual email campaign versus a broadcast because sometimes it's confusing. The easiest way to remember is that your email campaign is going to be a series of scheduled letters that are actually sent out to whichever contact list you've selected. Whereas an email broadcast is one simple letter that gets sent out immediately, or as you see here, the send date, you can schedule when you want to actually send that information out. For an example, let's just say your organization, you all are going to be doing a Super Saturday in Las Vegas. Perhaps you want to go ahead and send out an email broadcast for that particular update. Maybe you all are giving away a free tablet for the top producer of the month, or a free cell phone, iPhone. You know, the nice thing about the email broadcast, again, it's one letter that gets fired away when you create it. Now, when selecting a list to send to, remember the first tab here is where you want to go and to actually create or choose from that list. Now, in moving forward, much like we did in the training for the email campaign, we're going to do the exact same thing when setting up the email broadcast. So, the from name, remember, it's going to be tagged with whichever is in your profile. So remember, your first name and last name, whatever you have in your profile is what's going to show there. The reply to, again, is tagged as my email. If I wanted to add something else, I can just simply click on the view tags, and let's say I wanted to go ahead and add my country to the equation. Then as you see here, I can go ahead and then I can add my country. Maybe I want to go ahead and then also to tag and have my phone number available, so just in case someone has questions and they can call me. Well, there I go ahead and I will add my phone tag right there. Now again, the subject, just like we did before, don't miss our first Super Saturday. And so maybe this is the subject line, and as far as setting up a template, let's say I go ahead and choose the Skyforp template again. I just go ahead and scroll down, and if it seems a bit redundant, that's a good thing, because again, this is what we used when creating up our campaign. Same thing here, the current date is already tagged, so I don't have to worry about inserting anything into that particular field. Same thing here, the first name is going to reflect, again, the first person on that particular list. The body of my message, this is where I may say, you are invited to attend our first Super Sat, not the best typer here. In Las Vegas on September the 6th. And then, of course, I can add on more information there, but just to give you all an idea there. And then, of course, here, it'll be tagged with all my personal information there as well. Now, keep in mind, you all, you can be creative. If I want to, you know, highlight Las Vegas and add a little something to it there, make it a little bit darker there. You got the different styles here as well, what you can do. Color schemes, again, you can be creative. I'm not going to go through each tab. What I will tell all of you is, you know, if you want to, you know, start being creative, start doing some different things. You know, like, for instance, if I change the, you know, the select a different color here. Let me see here. Maybe I want to add a little red there. There's the red. Maybe if I want to highlight first, and then give it a little blue there or something. So as you can see there, I can be really creative with my my email broadcast that I'm doing here. So have a lot of fun with that there. Go around, play with the different tabs. I'm telling you, you can really start branding yourself once you, as I call it, slowing. Have to kind of slow down in order for you to speed up. And so I tell people to go through each tab, learn what each tab is going to do for you. Okay. And of course, if I wanted to maybe make my font, a little bit bigger, then I can go ahead and I can highlight it and kind of play around with the font a little bit. As you can see there, it's a little bit bigger. So again, it's all up to you. That's the nice thing about it. So the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, setting up the email broadcast is very similar to the campaign. And so with that said, that concludes our training on the email broadcast.